Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Anastasiia and today's video is a Q&A video. That I was postponing so much time, and another part of this video is going to be a home update because you guys asked me so many times about my home, because I actually live in a let's say sort of a residence, not exactly a regular flat. So I think there are a lot of interesting and unusual things to show you. The proper video about house is going to be in 2 weeks time because we still need to organize so many things. But currently, my gosh, I have a new camera, it's so heavy. Let's start with the Q&A. And the first question was about, guess what? Flat. The question was, could you please show a sneak peek of your apartment? So let's start with that. Let's start with the first room in this apartment. So just a short update about my outfit. This is a LEDiN top that you could have seen in my previous video. I'm really loving it. These grapes, I'm using it a lot. These are blue marine shorts and flattered shoes. Very comfy, using it at home a lot. So the first room is bedroom. So as you see, guys, all the rooms are with these beautiful lustres, very beautiful ones. Here we have bedroom, of course there is a bed. This is new wardrobe that we recently have received. And we have here some table. Let's not talk too much. That was broken during the move. I will talk about it later. So this second room that we have is a dining room. Let me focus here for you. This is the dining area that is currently my office. I'll tell you in a second why exactly this is my office at this moment, because it's basically the room for receptions. As you see, there are paintings standing still. We cannot hang it, we are not allowed. We are waiting for permission. About that we can also talk later. Let me show you the room from this angle. So basically like that looks dining area for official receptions that we are going to have at some point when I finish organizing here. This is my equipment to shoot videos. And this, guys, is our pride living room. But as you can see, those who follow me on Instagram knows that half of lustre is missing. I'll insert here a post from Instagram how this is supposed to look when there is no damage done. I'll tell you later what had happened in another video. Story is very long, but soon we will have it fixed. Yeah, basically this is living room, still not fully done. Here we want to put a commode. I'll try to insert picture here. Actually need your advice. What do you think? Just to leave paintings or to put that piece of furniture? Here we have a living room. And I was just showing to my friend recently pictures from our wedding. Stunning. If you will be interested about that, I can talk you through later. Here we have a balcony. Now it's very beautiful outside. Let me see if I can take you out. So currently there is this situation because we are doing renovation. I don't know if you can see. So there is a fountain and it's all closed area, all protected. So this, guys, is a set that we have recently bought. I'll ask my husband to explain you better about the set. This is a very historical piece, like all of 3 pieces. And this is the Italian lamp that you guys commented so often about, that it looks beautiful. It's an original Italian lamp. We can ask my husband, he will explain you. It's his bicycle. And the last room that I'm gonna show you today is the study room that is not ready. And this is so bad. I'm trying to organize it, but Like you see, there are a lot of cars because my husband collecting cars. This is Poltrona Moli. Wait, let's do focus. So this is Poltrona Moli. This is the book Pride and Prejudice that I'm reading. So here we need to organize the stand because I'm planning to shoot videos for you, and yeah, the rest must be organized as well. So there are more rooms. There are more rooms that I'd like to show you and explain you things, not just showing like the furniture and that's it. I want to explain you the pieces because these pieces travel with us the world. We've been in Rome, then we've been to Brazil, and now we are posted again. So basically all these pieces are traveling with us again and again, and you know, they're from different countries and they are very interesting to, yeah, you know, like to explain you and to chat about the pieces, but not in this video because this is video Q&A video. Let me take something. So the bathrooms actually are not the strong point here. So this is about bathroom. Usually when my cat is here, he's just removing all these flowers and throwing it on the floor. So there is just a bathroom, and here is the sink with the soap and all the stuff. That's it. Not in love with these machines here. In Brazil we have Área de Serviço for that. Stunning. And here is the kitchen. Before kitchen, look at this tristeza. This is of my cat, who is currently kind of in hospital. This is the kitchen. Basically, nothing really crazy, just the kitchen. Loves Mac. Cannot start my day without having a cappuccino. This is such a great machine to make the best cappuccino in this planet. Here must be changed. I'm looking for a marble table to put kettle and other things nicely. This is the lamp that we brought from Italy. And yes, so that's it. Here is also beautiful chandelier. And that's it about kitchen. Let's go to the other room. So basically, guys, this is my dressing room. These are not all the bags, trust me, because we live in different countries and because this room is frequently entered by other people. I'm not keeping here all my bags, I keep just the most necessary part of the bags, and here are the shoes. All the other shoes are inside of the wardrobe, so just keep here most used ones. And yeah, just normal room, but with an extremely beautiful chandelier. I love it so much. It looks so romantic, so nice. And that's it. There are more rooms. So this is like guest bath. There are other rooms. There is this tent. But let's talk already about the rest in the other videos. I wanted just to show you something about this flat because you guys were asking and getting confused about apartments. So basically our apartment is in Portugal and I'm going to go to Portugal very soon, and I'm going to stay there for some months. And here's a rented apartment that is not our apartment, but that is apartment that we use being on a mission. And that's it. Basically, I'm trying to make it feel home, but you know, when you rent, it's not always 100% home. Now let's go straight to the other questions that you've asked me. I've chosen the best ones and those that I can answer today because some of the questions will require presence of my husband, and currently he is at work. So I'll answer those that I can answer myself, and maybe those that you've asked about him or his job or diplomatic community, things like that. Maybe I'll do in the format of an interview, so that kind of I'm gonna interview him, ask him questions, and he's going to answer those questions for you. The only thing, I haven't spoken to him yet about this brilliant idea, and I'm not sure about his opinion about it, but let's be positive and hope he's going to answer our questions next week. The second question that you guys asked me was, how do you create such a professional content on your Instagram and YouTube? Okay, are we still recording? I guess so. So first of all, guys, I'm not doing it alone. That's why it's so professional. Number one, I have production team in Milan, I would say so. There is photographer, videographer, post-production, makeup artist, yeah, like full team, whatever you might need to shoot, I have it there. I also know very well the city, so planning the content is not such an ordeal for me. I can easily understand where shall we go, how can we do that. Plus people who work with me there, they also live in Milan, so basically it's easier to plan and do. The other content that you see, let's say YouTube, right? You have asked about YouTube. So YouTube, I'm shooting by myself. I have operator who can come and shoot in case I really need it. But usually my operator is my husband. Many thanks to him. He is such a great person who, besides working a lot in the embassy, currently he's working in the embassy of Brazil. Now he's there, and he recently even doesn't have lunch because he has a lot of things to do, and he takes lunch from home. So busy he is at the moment. But when he came home previous time, we had dinner and we started shooting at 10 at night, and I had to shoot 2 YouTube videos, so the ones that you've seen before for LEDiN and More & Co. And I couldn't call an operator at that time, and I think my operator was in Arctic or something like that, somewhere far. And yes, I was alone, so my husband was shooting with me for 6 hours. Yeah, so we started at 10 and we finished at 4 a.m. And yes, many thanks to him, because by yourself it's possible, but it's much harder, and results are different, and I think he's such a great help in terms of creating content and also in other things. And also about content for Instagram, my husband also helps a lot. Every time we travel, I cannot drag production team with me. So what happens is that, for example, I was shooting content for Ostro Brazil. It's a Brazilian brand of swimwear. I'll insert a post here. And my husband was shooting, so can you imagine, we arrived to Tuscany, to the beach, and like, what do you want to do at the beach? You want to swim, you want to get tanned, you want to relax, right? No. My husband was shooting, and moreover, he was like pushing me forward and saying, let's do again, let's do more photos, let's do some reels, let's go, let's do, давай, more. And we were shooting. And we created great content. I'm happy with that, and he's helping. So production team in Milan, operator, editor that I have like sometimes. Then I have assistant who very seldom, because she has different responsibilities, but very seldom, when I really need, she can go out with me and help to take a couple of pictures or videos. But the biggest help and like results that you see on social media, like you see mostly maybe recently those that were done together with my husband. Let me try to speed up. Then question number 3. I see that you work with fashion brands. How do you find contracts? Okay, girl. Sorry. Okay, guys. How do I find collaborations? Currently, I'm very lucky, and brands find me themselves. So they see me, they like my content, they talk between each other. And what happened recently is that I worked for one brand, I created content, I published it, and then you guys, I think some of you who are watching me, you liked the pieces as well, and you shopped. So they saw that there are people, real people on my social media, that people are shopping, and yeah, so they spoke to other brands and other brands to other brands, and what happened is that people started contacting me by themselves. So this is one way that you can get collaboration. Another way is to contact yourself. So me and my assistant, basically that is a responsibility of my assistant. We are contacting brands, we are writing emails, and we are discussing. So we are contacting those brands that I really like, that I really will wear, like this top you see I'm wearing. So basically it's working like that. I see some brand and I think, oh, I think my audience is also going to like that. So I'm writing to the brand like, hello, my name is Anastasiia, look at my social media, if you like it, let's discuss collaboration. And then if they like that, so I like the brand likes me, and we start collaborating, basically. These are two options. Or the brand is going to find you, or you are going to contact the brand that you like. So in total, we are going to have 8 questions. Now we are almost in the middle. Number 4, how do you get invitations for Milan Fashion Week? Since, guys, this channel about fashion, Diplo life, and traveling, that's why I selected also questions about fashion. So about invitations for Milan Fashion Week, basically it's the same as collaborating with the brands. Here is working like that. You need to have a certain level to be talking to the brands about attending their events. Because if you're just a beginner and you have like 1,000 followers, that's not yet for you. So you need to grow big, a bit bigger, and then you will be able already to think about attending Milan Fashion Week and Paris Fashion Week, or Copenhagen Fashion Week, or New York Fashion Week, or London Fashion Week, depends where you're living and what are your interests. So basically, you need to contact a brand and ask them if they want to see you. And before you need to get accreditation, Camera della Moda, there is this situation you have first to get your accreditation, something like that, and then you can contact the brands itself. Or if you have money, you hire a PR agency. A PR agency does everything for you, but there are a lot of bad PR agencies. Can I say that? I can, I guess. So there are those who just take money and don't do their job. So you have to be really careful if you are a beginner. So guys, first of all, you need to understand if you really need it at this point of your life, because this is very expensive, number 1, and that is very hard, number 2. And you can just hire a PR agency, that would be the easiest way. But easiest if you hire a good PR agency and you are big enough, famous enough to be attending those events. But if there is a risk to hire some honest people, I would say, who charge you an arm and a leg, because it's quite famous situation, and they wouldn't send you any kind of invitation in the end. So be careful about it, and I would say the safest way is to contact yourself. So basically, currently what we are doing, we are contacting ourselves. So we are not asking any PR agency to do that for me, because actually I had a very bad experience, the one that I just described. I've paid a lot of money, don't want even to pronounce the number, and I didn't get any invitation. So that was like 4 years ago, and yeah, things happen, so be careful, and try to do Like if you're developing your social media, try to do as much as you can by yourself, writing emails by yourself, contacting people by yourself, knowing the people. The more you do by yourself, the better, because you kind of control what's going on and how is it going on. Let's move to another place, because I guess the sun is moving and it's getting darker. Okay, guys, let's go to the next question. Do you like traveling so much and constantly changing place to live? Do you really like to? Yes. Okay, guys, about traveling. So I have already this mindset about traveling, about changing countries. And before meeting my husband, I was already living in different countries. So that is not something new and unusual for me. I got used to that. I'm ready psychologically that in a couple of years I'm going to pack all of it that you see around me, and that we are going to live on the boxes for another half a year until our move arrives. So it's already like, you know, it's your lifestyle. I'm not getting upset anymore. I was never actually upset about it. I take it like, okay, this is just my lifestyle. That's it. I will be living like that for another 20 years. So nothing to change. And about traveling, because yes, I know why. So this question is because I'm frequently traveling or living to Brazil, was in Argentina, throughout Europe, all the time traveling. And those who follow me very precise on Instagram, they of course noticed that I'm very much all around the world. And currently we are thinking about traveling to Asia. No, I find it very exciting. I'm not getting tired, and I think it's very important to widen your scope, to learn a lot of new things and traditions, to be not narrow-minded. It's really important to travel and know and learn different things. And yeah, I think if you can do that, you should travel. You will change your approach to life for sure. Before traveling, I was quite another person, and that helped me so much in my approach to life and my vision of life, of the world itself. So I don't know, for me traveling is oxygen, and I cannot imagine my life without traveling. So that's it. Question number 5 got answered. I think we are getting faster. Question number 6, where would you like to live? Where would you like to live? That is a very important question, because that is a question that we keep discussing with my husband, because in some 20 years we are going to be retired. And that's why we got an apartment in Portugal, because we are going to be retired. And yeah, currently we are living in the rented flats. And at some point when we will be retired, ministry is not going to pay for us any accommodation, so we will need to have a house. That's why we have a house in Portugal. And exactly in Portugal, I want to live, in Lisbon. This is, okay, that is my personal point of view, but that is the best place for life. Living cost, taxes, security, travel opportunities in the country itself. People are very important, trust me, when you live in a country, and I live in many countries. I lived in many countries. Human factor is super important. So in Lisbon, I don't have any complication going out and speaking English, even though I speak Portuguese, but I speak Brazilian Portuguese because like I'm how to put it correct, I'm a holder of a Brazilian diplomatic passport. So my husband is a Brazilian diplomat, so I speak Brazilian Portuguese. I don't state that these are different Portuguese languages. They are similar, but they have different pronunciations. Basically, you can speak there in English. People are very kind, very loyal, very helpful, and I think it's an excellent country, and actually better so that I shoot a dedicated video why have I chosen Lisbon as my home country. That would be an option. If you like this idea, if you want to watch this video why Lisbon, please comment below, just say me like talk about Lisbon or please Lisbon, Lisbon please, I'll get it and I'll prepare a separate video for you. The question number 7. So we have number 7 and number 8, 2 questions. Where and how have you met your husband? Well, guys, I think this is another question that I should be answering together with him, but I still included it here just because I got so many questions of this type. I have met my husband in Rome, and that was a very beautiful story that I want to tell you together with him. Let me know what else would you like to know in this regard, but that is very romantic to meet your couple in Rome, in eternal city, and now we are talking that our relations are eternal, our connection is eternal, and we have a very, very, very strong tie, and this is so special. Our relations are very deep. So we will talk about it. I don't know if it will be next time when I'm going to interview him. Maybe better ask him already those questions that you want to know about his professional situation, so to speak, and about our relations. I'll see when to ask and how to ask, and then we sit down, we tell you the story, and we talk through. The next question and the last question is, what was your job before you've met your husband? You met him, actually, he's written. So before meeting my husband, I worked on a cruise ship as international social host. How to describe it? Okay, guys, I've relocated because camera keeps telling me that it feels too hot by the window. Okay, talking about my job. So I was assisting passengers who didn't speak Spanish. So I was responsible for all other passengers, all the other foreigners, because the Pullman Tour is a Spanish company. A majority of the passengers were Spanish speaking. And I was assisting all the rest, like Germans and like all the languages that they speak, basically. Let's not go now into my linguistic strong points. And that's it. I was translating. I was English, like I could speak. The only person who could speak English on cruise ship from the bridge was me. I was making announcements. I was translating from Spanish into all the other languages, including English, of course. So basically there was a lot of job. Maybe I also have to prepare like a separate video talking about it, because I'm afraid the camera will switch off again. That's it. Like fulfilling all the requests, going on excursions, organizing meetings, explaining about how the structure of the ship is, how are the rules, and basically any requests, like Turkish passengers, for example. So I would go there, meet the tour operator, and explain everything, answer their questions. He would translate it into Turkish. So basically all the nationalities were under my supervision, and then if I would need to call any other department, I would call there, and that was kind of a very complete job. Basically, it's like, if you know, cruise director, that is the most famous person on cruise ship, because he's responsible for all the entertainment, participates in all the entertainment activities. And I was like second famous person on cruise ship, because I was also quite known, because I was in all the public events, and like all the ship was listening to my voice. That was quite a job. That was insane. I loved it. But the point is that I haven't slept, and I was thinking quite for a while already to reconsider my career there, because working cruise ship, if you work, guys, of course, you know how, like, you may adore your job, but that is very hard to work there. There are no vacations, there are no days off, there are hardly hours to sleep or to eat. So it was very often that I haven't eaten or haven't slept, like at all. So I could be called, like I finished like 1 a.m. every day, and 6 a.m. we had clearance on cruise ship, so means that I had to wake up like 4:30. But it happened that some passenger, let's say German, would come to reception and drunk, you know, talking something. Nobody understood what, so they would call me because I'm the only person who spoke German. I had to wake up, put on uniform, and go talk to him, and basically not sleep. And these hours were not paid, not compensated, so things like that. I think there is a lot of injustice in working on a cruise ship. On the other hand, there are a lot of advantages, like salary is super high. Like I managed to buy, invest, better say, in real estate thanks to this job. I also loved the job itself. Look, the background is awful. Let's try to move if it will be better. Okay guys, let's finish this video. Let's finish this video now because a camera is apparently not going to work properly today. I'm going to publish the next week at 6 p.m. Lisbon time on Friday another video where I'm going to interview my husband and ask all the questions that you've asked relating his job, and answer what do diplomats do, what is diplomatic community, and so far and so on. If you have more questions about his job, his occupation, or how to become a diplomat, all of that, you can just write in the comments below, and we are going to answer questions. I hope. I'll talk to him, and I'm sure we can reach an agreement with my husband. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'd like to finish this video with a bicycle on my background. Love this bicycle. And see you next week. Bye, guys.